Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this deep dive into one of the most surprising turns in Japanese politics right now. Sanai Takaichi's freshly minted cabinet has just clocked in at a whopping 73% approval rating. That's not just high, it's historic for a new administration, kicking off amid all the economic headwinds and geopolitical storms swirling around Japan. You might remember how past cabinets, like those under Kishida or even Abe in his later years, struggled to break past 50% early on. But here, Takaichi steps in and bam, the public is loving it. Polls from Asahi Shimbun and Yomiuri, released just yesterday, show this massive positive response pouring in from urban voters in Tokyo and Osaka, rural folks in Tohoku, and even younger demographics who usually tune out politics. So what's fueling this fire? Let's break it down, starting with the backdrop. Takaichi, a longtime LDP powerhouse known for her hawkish stance on defense and no-nonsense approach to bureaucracy, finally clinched the prime minister spot after a brutal party leadership race where she edged out more moderate rivals. Her cabinet announcement last week was a masterstroke, packing it with heavy hitters like former Defense Minister Nakatani in key security roles and economic whiz-kid Saito handling finance. The moment she unveiled the lineup on national TV, saying, "We will rebuild Japan with bold resolve and unyielding spirit," you could feel the shift. People were tired of the scandals that plagued the previous administration, money laundering whispers and slush fund dramas that dragged approval down to the 20s. So this fresh start hit like a breath of fresh air, and the numbers prove it. Within days, approval jumped from pre-cabinet polls hovering around 45% straight to 73%, causing headlines everywhere from NHK to international outlets like BBC, calling it a Takaichi miracle. Now, the positive response isn't random. It's tied to real deliverables. She promised immediate action on inflation, which has been biting households with rice prices up 30% and yen weakness making imports brutal. Her first move, cabinet meeting approved a 20 trillion yen stimulus package targeting small businesses and wage hikes that analysts say could juice growth by 1.5% next year. And security hawks are thrilled with her pledge to revise the Constitution's Article 9, paving the way for a more assertive self-defense force, especially as China ramps up drills around the Senkakus. Public reaction online is electric. Twitter, X, is flooded with posts like, "Finally, a leader who gets it," or "Takaichi-san, go get those bureaucrats." One viral thread from a Tokyo salaryman racked up 50K likes, detailing how her anti-red tape commission could slash business startup times from months to weeks. Even opposition voices like CDP leader Tamaki had to admit in a presser, "The public mandate is clear. We respect the numbers." But of course, not everyone's popping champagne. And here's where the concerns creep in, shadowing this golden 73% like storm clouds on a sunny day. First off, internal LDP fractures. Takaichi built her cabinet by sidelining the Kishida faction, which controls a third of the seats. Whispers from party insiders say revenge plots are already brewing, with figures like Aso quietly rallying dissenters against her defense spending hikes that could balloon the deficit to 250% of GDP. Critics point to the hidden angle of fiscal recklessness. Remember Abenomics? How it juiced the stock market but left debt mountains untouched? Takaichi stimulus might spark short-term joy, but if bond yields spike, as Moody's warned last month, we could see pension funds tanking and elderly voters who make up 30% of the electorate flipping sour fast. Then there's the gender optics play. She's Japan's second female PM after Koizumi, but her cabinet is only 20% women, drawing flack from feminist groups and international outlets like The Guardian, slamming it as performative feminism. Public reaction here is split. Urban women under 40 are lukewarm per JNN polls, citing lack of childcare reforms, while conservative bases cheer the focus on family values over quotas. Now, zoom out to global impact. This 73% halo gives Takaichi leverage in Washington, where Trump's incoming team eyes Japan as a key ally against Beijing. Her cabinet's pick of pro-US hawks signals smoother Quad summits and more F-35 buys. But concerns mount over trade. Trump tariffs could hit Japanese autos hard, and if Takaichi doubles down on protectionism, as she hinted in her diet speech, it risks a trans-Pacific rift. China watchers note Beijing's state media already mocking the approval as fragile bubble ready to burst, with editorials in Global Times predicting her downfall over Taiwan contingencies. Public sentiment in Japan on this is tense. 62% in a Koito poll support arming Ukraine analogously, but fear escalation drawing in North Korean missiles. Effects ripple to Asia, too. South Korea's Yoon administration breathed relief at a stable Tokyo, but ASEAN nations worry her assertive South China Sea rhetoric might provoke unnecessary flare-ups. Hidden angles emerge in economic data. Beneath the approval glow, household savings rates are dipping as people spend on stimulus hopes, yet wage growth lags at 2% against 3.5% inflation, eroding that positivity fast. Opposition CDP is capitalizing, filing no-confidence motions targeting Finance Minister Saito's past ties to scandal-plagued trading houses, and public reaction is bubbling with protests in Nagoya, drawing 5K people chanting "Transparency now." Future possibilities. This could be Takaichi's moonshot moment. If she nails the July upper house by-elections, riding 73% momentum, LDP could secure a supermajority, pushing constitutional tweaks and tax cuts. But pitfalls loom large. A single gaffe like the 2021 Olympic fiasco could crater ratings to 40s. Analysts at Nomura forecast if GDP dips below 1% by spring, concerns over aging society fixes will amplify, with her pension reform promises already facing union backlash. Globally, if US-Japan security treaty revisions falter under Trump, her hawkish image crumbles domestically. Scandals have a way of surfacing. LDP's old guard might leak dirt to reclaim power. Picture this. 6 months from now, either Takaichi solidifies as a transformative force rivaling Abe with approval holding 60+, or fractures widen, leading to snap elections where CDP surges on anti-elite wave. Either way, Japan's watching breath held. This 73% isn't just a number. It's a tightrope walk between hope and peril. And as events unfold from diet sessions to G7 sidelines, we'll keep tracking every twist. So stay tuned. What do you think? Is this the dawn of a new era or just another Tokyo mirage? Drop your thoughts below, and we'll catch you next time with more unfiltered analysis.